Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dhwani and you're watching the short story series by Storyscape Studio. So today's episode is very special. It's actually Mahavir Jayanti, which is one of the most auspicious days for Jains around the world. So I thought I'll come up with a Lord Mahavir special episode. So without wasting any time, let's move on into the video. So guys, most of us know who Lord Mahavir is. We all know his achievements. We've read about him, studied him. Most of us follow his teachings till today in India and around the world. So today I'm going to tell you one small part or aspect of Lord Mahavir's life and how it has impacted us, and it can impact us if we implement it in our daily lives. So Lord Mahavir is one of the greatest sources of inspiration around the world, especially when it comes to taking responsibility and to becoming more you. I think everyone would agree that Lord Mahavir's foremost preaching was non-violence, correct? What if I tell you it went deeper than that? For example, Mahatma Gandhi was also a follower of non-violence, but he's not considered to be God. He's restricted to being father of the nation, whereas Lord Mahavir has been elevated to become God. Why is that? Lord Mahavir's whole philosophy of non-violence can actually be better expressed as the philosophy of love for existence or love for life. Confused? Let me explain. The more you find your inner self, the more you come closer to becoming you, the more you become responsible towards the smallest things in life that you never took care of in the past. For example, Lord Mahavir always slept on one side in his entire life. He never changed his side even at night. When asked why, he said that if he changed his side, there might be small insects or ants that might be crushed under his weight. His responsibility towards smallest things actually shows his integrity with life. His way of parna or begging for alms is proof to his complete trust in life. In the morning, after he is done with his prayers and meditation, he would visualize in which way he would receive today's foods. He had a few conditions in mind. If those conditions were not fulfilled, he would not eat in that day. Sometimes his conditions were so difficult that he would go on for days and weeks and months without eating. His philosophy was simple. He left his fasting to life. He made a condition so that he can know whether life wants him to eat today or no. If his condition was not fulfilled, then he would assume that existence does not want him to continue on this earth and he's unnecessarily being a burden. There is a story to prove his immense faith in life. The story goes that one day Lord Mahavir woke up and he imagined the condition in which he would accept alms today. The condition was that he would accept alms only from a princess, but the princess should be sold to someone. She should also be chained by iron chains. She should be shaved and should have only uncooked lentils or dal in her bowl. While offering food, one foot should be outside the house and one should be inside the house. And lastly, she should have tears in her eyes. Now this condition seemed impossible to fulfill. How can a princess be sold? And if she's sold, why would she be in chains? She's a princess. Why would she eat uncooked dal? But we have the story of Chandan Bada. Chandan Bada was a very beautiful princess. But unfortunately, due to circumstances where her kingdom was attacked, she was sold by her enemies. A very generous merchant bought her and treated her as a daughter. But the merchant's wife was very jealous of Chandan Bada's beauty. She felt threatened by Chandan Bada. And hence, once while the merchant was away, she shaved Chandan Bada's head and chained her and did not give her food for at least 2 days. Chandan Bada was scared. The merchant's wife once gave her only a bowl of uncooked dal or lentils to eat. Looking at that bowl, Chandan Bada was overcome with grief and sadness. She realized that she was once a princess. She had everything with the snap of her fingers, but she took everything for granted. In that moment, she realized how selfish she had been her entire life. And she was overcome with remorse. She wanted to share whatever she had henceforth with anyone in need. thinking all of these thoughts, she got up from her place and she started dragging herself towards the door to go outside and see if anybody wanted alms. As soon as she stepped out, with one foot outside the house and one foot inside, she saw Lord Mahavir walking towards her with a serene expression on his face. Lord Mahavir, on the other hand, saw Chandan Bada and through his yogic powers realized that she was actually a princess. He saw that she was a princess who was sold to the merchant. Her head was shaved, she had chains on her hands and her legs, and she had a bowl of half of uncooked dal or lentils. And her one foot was outside the house and one was inside. Almost all the conditions were fulfilled. But the last condition was not fulfilled. She did not have tears in her eyes. Chandan Bada was in fact happy to see Lord Mahavir walking towards her so that she could offer him alms. Lord Mahavir turned away because his condition was not fulfilled. Seeing this, Chandan Bada became extremely depressed. She started crying. In a teary voice, she requested Lord Mahavir to please accept alms from her. Hearing her teary voice, Lord Mahavir turned, saw tears in her eyes and accepted the food without any question. And he then blessed her. Now this story proves that such unwavering faith and trust in life comes when you start taking responsibility towards yourself and towards the people around you. As you feel more responsible towards small things around you, life goes on responding in 1,000-fold way. You will never become a loser in this way. So wasn't this such an interesting story where Lord Mahavir wanted to tell us the most important truth of life? Become more responsible. Find out who you actually are. Because as and when you become more responsible, you will start becoming responsible for the world. Lord Mahavir in fact gave a new meaning to dharma. He equalized dharma to humanity. The more human you become, the more you find yourself, the more you can be responsible for your actions and for the actions of the world as well. I think it's such a deep message behind such a small act. Again guys, time for a little fun fact. Did you guys know that the great Chandragupta Maurya, the great king, actually became the great Chandra Muni? He followed Jainism and he became Chandra Muni, making him one of the first kings to actually influence Jainism throughout the world. Did you guys also know that the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, was actually influenced by Jainism and by Lord Mahavir and his way of non-violence? It is said that the idea of non-violence that Mahatma Gandhi got was actually influenced because of Lord Mahavir's teaching. Legend has it that Lord Buddha also actually got influenced by Lord Mahavir's teachings, and the root of Buddhism also actually lies in Jainism. And like Buddha, Lord Mahavir also had a similar prophecy before he was born. Astrologers said that either Lord Mahavir would go on to become the greatest conqueror that the world has seen, or he would go on to become one of the greatest philosophers that the world has seen. I think the latter part of the story became true in his life. So that's it for this time guys. I hope you guys like my special episode. Please do like, comment and share this video as much as possible. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to not miss any of my updates. Also follow me on Instagram under the name of storyscape_studio. I'll be back again very soon with another interesting story. So stay tuned, stay safe. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.